We've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we start the new season. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, last season, DeMar DeRozan set the all-time record for consecutive games with over 35 points and above 50% field goal shooting, surpassing the great Wilt Chamberlain. DeMar said, quote, "As a fan of the history of the game, to have the privilege of these opportunities, it's something I never take for granted." Brian?
Oh, incredible. Thanks, Allie. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Saturday, they head back home to host the Cleveland Cavaliers. And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Ball runs point with Levine flanking him. Williams at power forward with Vucevic at center. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. And for Miami, Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Butler out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Adebayo in at center, filling out the middle. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win. And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now here's Martin. Finished off by Adebayo.
Just doesn't feel like Bam Adebayo is 6'9". He covers so much ground.
Ball against Butler. Shoots from 14. Ball no good.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in. You watch Tyler Hero night in, night out, and he brings a fearlessness to the game.
Some players walk the line between confidence and arrogance. What do you think about Hero, Brent?
Well, I think the interesting stuff, B.A., was after a year of success and what happened in the bubble, there might have been some humbling times and humbling games for him that have put him back on the right track. And right now, he's playing with a ton of confidence that's helping out his teammates.
Pass to Martin. Out to Lowry. Hero on the wing. Fires from deep. Ball with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Buries it down low.
Yeah, and how about Ball just working his way right through the contact that time?
The Heat have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Levine, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
Oladipo's checked in for Miami. Vincent comes in for Hero. Adebayo, no good. For Chicago, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Green. Not going to go that time. And the Heat going the other way now. Oladipo outside. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Basket is good with the setup from Oladipo.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Now here's Dragic. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Adebayo, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first.
Bulls foul. Javonte Green. personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Butler. Lets it go from 11. Again, the Heat misses. Drummond with the ball. Pass to Dragic. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Dragic has got 6.
Got to respect the mid-range play of Goran Dragic right there. The left-handed point guard strokes it well.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Bulls. They're up by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
Your Heat Youth Best Team.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And Brent, you look at Miami's playoff pedigree. They've made the Eastern Conference Finals 6 times over the last 12 years.
Yeah, and those 2 championships they had in that 12-year period were square on the shoulders of their big 3 that they put together. But I don't see them slowing down when it comes to reloading. This team knows how to do it well.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. In it forward, it's DeRozan and Williams. Ball is out there with Kobe White, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. Here's Martin. The Bulls making their last shot. Here's the 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago leading. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Ryan, for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. Now here's Hero. He drops it from range. Hero's got his second basket of the night.
And Hero early on in his career finds himself in these big-time moments.
Ball against Hero. Soft touch off the glass. Brent, some people have talked about the return of the mid-range jumper. Is that something you've seen as well?
I don't know, BA, if it ever really left. I mean, the guys that we talk about often have been doing it for years and doing it well. So coaches who understand that they have players that have a tremendous skill to make shots and make tough shots are still going to lean on possessions where that shot is offered up to the rim. Well, again, big guards, that helps out. And Ball using that to his advantage on the inside.
Martin, right side. Strus against DeRozan. You're 7 a screen. Vincent. The offensive rebound. The Bulls have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start in the second. To the paint. From short range. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Williams. Vucevic has got his first 2 points. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Here's Martin. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Here's Ball. Uses the glass on the layup. Ball's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, so hard to knock Lonzo Ball off his center of gravity. That time, a good job of keeping his composure around the challenge.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
23 seconds left in the first half. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Bulls have gotten each of their 6 shots to fall here in the second. And he banks in the layup. Vucevic has got his second basket.
There's a reason Vucevic shoots a great percentage. So adept and skilled at scoring inside.
And he lobs it up top. And Adebayo slams it in.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
And so it's Chicago, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. And I'm sure folks at home are looking at that schedule and thinking about making some friendly wagers. What about you, big fella?
Not me, Ernie. I'm smart with my money. I only invest in safe bets.
Like pizza.
Hey, don't laugh, Kenny. People always need pizza.
And we come back to the game at hand in the first half. Plenty to like for the Bulls.
Their efficiency on offense jumping off the charts in the first half. They've been focused on getting quality looks, and they're shooting a high percentage because of it.
No question they put themselves in a great position right now.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, it's been quite a game for Lonzo Ball.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Here's Hero. On the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Caleb Martin out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Lowry in at the 1. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half.
From Jimmy Butler.
Good, smart, patient play by Jimmy Butler that time. You leave someone that wide open, and he's going to find him.
Ball. And it's Miami with a rebound.
And in Chicago, there are still feelings about what could have been last year. That team was rolling with Lonzo Ball at the point. But once they lost him, things definitely changed.
Now here's Levine. Takes it inside. Basket's good.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Oh, the energy and focus on display. Saw an opportunity to get inside, and they continue to build at this lead.
Adebayo against Ball. Here's Martin. Off target from outside. Yeah, Ball hurt his left knee. Initially, they thought they might get him back before the playoff stretch.
Yeah, and unfortunately, B.A., that was not the case. And when he's not out there, the ball movement isn't the same. You also lose that size in the backcourt. And, of course, he was shooting 42% from 3.
And the first one at the line is good.
And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year, almost 300 more than anyone else.
Yurt Sevens checked in for Miami. Victor Oladipo comes in for Hero. Now here's Butler. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the middle. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And Grant DeRozan, high volume from the mid-range and extremely accurate.
You know, B.A., he consistently makes about half those shots. And defensively, you know that's his favorite area. But his ball handling and vertical negate anything you throw at him.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Green's gotten his first basket of the night. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And here's Oladipo. Here's Yurt Seven. Off the mark there with a 3. Drummond against Butler. Dragic outside. Over Butler. Here's Drummond. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. And now it's an 11-point Chicago lead. Lowry against Dragic. Pass to Yurt Seven. And here's Adebayo. And here's Lowry from the arc. Zach LaVine clears it away. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. LaVine's gotten 4 this quarter.
Athletic play from LaVine down in the paint. using his physical gifts to navigate to his shot.
Out to Lowry. Fires the three. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Chicago in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Well, Chicago's shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. And for Chicago, let's take a look. Williams at power forward with Vucevic at center. Caruso and Dosunmu are their backcourt. And it's Levine in at the three, the small forward. And it's the Heat with the ball. After the basket by Chicago. Outside Robinson. Fires the three. And rebounded by Zach LaVine. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's Vincent. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
Martin, he's checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Lowry.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Levine. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
From mid-range, Levine has plenty of game. He tends to gravitate toward the three-point line, but if the in-between jumper's there for him, he can knock it down.
Now here's Adebayo. Here's Martin. No good on the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Dosunmu. And the bucket is good. And the Bulls lead by 16.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Bulls.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
You know, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Zach LaVine.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Here's LaVine, and there's another one for the Bulls.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And Adebayo slams it in.
And you try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
Vincent kicks it to Hero. It's stolen away. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Lets it go from 11. LaVine can't hit. And here are the Heat now. They trail by 16. Back to Vincent. Hero outside. Here's Martin. The Heat rebound. Butler finds Martin. Hero outside. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much. DeMar, a big-time road win for you guys. How were you able to get it done?
We came out aggressive, both ends. We knew it was going to be tough. It's a great team. We understood if we came in here and played with the intensity that we know how to play with, we could walk out of here with a victory.
You matched that intensity. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. And as we leave, we give you our New Balance Player of the Game, Zach LaVine.